Welcome back to Dices and Dexes. Last time we played, our trainers, Adrian, the Blackthorn monk, Desmond, the Colossian hiker, and Jorah, the Sonoan tech guy, were exploring Route 36 on their way to Violet City. Along traveling the uphill route that was Route 36, our trainers encountered a small little helioptile basking in the sun, whom Jorah caught and named Baskerville. Then, while traveling uphill along some grassy hills, Desmond and Adrian and Jorah found a lone egg surrounded by flowers. Desmond took charge of the egg, carrying it as they traveled along the rest of the day. Eventually, the group came to the top of the hill where they noticed much of the trees had been cut down and left to stumps. Speaking with a kind gardener named Pierre, you all learned that a company out in Violet City known as SAR Lumber were the ones behind the lumber operations, and that, at least to Pierre's opinion, they were perhaps over-harvesting the trees. You all continued on and encountered a rowdy Ghastly hurling acorns at you all while semi-invisible hiding. Thanks to an unfortunate critical hit from Busby, Desmond was unable to capture the Ghastly and wept, eventually taking his sorrow and anger out on a rogue Frillish that you all encountered towards the edges of Route 36 near the outskirts of Violet City. After rescuing some trainers from this rogue Frillish, you all headed into Violet City, and we begin our session there. It should be said that it is middle evening here in Violet City, and you all as trainers are just entering in through one of the gates into what is no longer a small religious township, but instead a growing city with industry and innovation taking place throughout. Already walking through the city, you are seeing advertisements for SAR Lumber, a famed architectural lumber and wood carving company here located in Violet City, as well as advertisements from the Melon Company. It appears they have a field office here. As you all are taking in this modernity now covering Violet City, what are you all doing? You've just had a long day traveling through Route 36.
Adrian, as he gets through this, gate, is just panting from a long day of travel. Jorah, Desmond, we're finally here. And Eris.
At last.
It took longer than it should have, but I'm glad we're finally here.
Let's go to the Pokemon Center, see if we can get some dinner really quick.
Sounds good to me.
So you're going to be joining us?
Are you speaking to Eris?
Yeah.
Eris will reply, and she'll say, "Oh, yeah, I was hoping to go to the Pokemon Center anyways after last night. Get myself checked out before I head off to work tomorrow."
Alright.
You're going to work tomorrow?
Well, if the doctor clears me.
Don't push yourself too hard. You've been through a lot.
I mean this in the best way possible.
Yeah.
I do hope you get cleared.
Thank you, all of you, for your concern. But I enjoy my work, and I don't want to stay away from it for even a moment.
Oh, good for you.
Besides, the sooner I get this job done, the sooner I can take my break. Luckily, my boss has given me a few days off once I finish this data analysis over at the field office.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping to visit an old mentor of mine out in Eckertique. Hopefully he's still kicking around there.
If
Well,
I
for
may,
your
is your mentor well known?
No, he's a bit of a niche man. Not many people knew about him, even when he was in his prime. But he taught me a lot growing up, and if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have Sheep and Leppa with me right now. He taught me a lot about Pokemon, so I'm hoping to see how he's been. I haven't seen him in years.
I wish you the best on that journey.
I appreciate it, thank you. Could we get to the Pokemon Center, though?
Yes.
Yes, of course. We should get that wound checked out pretty quickly.
You all head over to the Violet City Pokemon Center. This one is located towards the eastern end of the city. There inside, you find a crowded, bustling environment filled with trainers from across the region and a few foreigners. Some of them are young teens on their first journey, some of them are foreigners scrambling to face the gym challenge and leave Johto, and some are simply trainers native to Violet City, all hanging around here at the Pokemon Center, a bona fide hallmark of trainer life in the Pokemon world. As you arrive at the Pokemon Center, Eris is going to head over to the counter and is going to speak with the nurse bot there, explaining her condition. She mentions that she was attacked by an Ariados and was severely infected by its venom. The nurse bot, a mechanical approximation of the famed Nurse Joy family from decades ago, directs her to one of the inspection rooms in the back of the hospital. Before Eris leaves, she'll turn to you all. It sounds like I'll be here for a few hours. Thanks for bringing me out here, everyone. I really appreciate it. I don't know where me, Sheep, and Leppa would be without you.
Of course.
Adrian will give a bow. It was my pleasure.
Just do us all a favor and make sure you don't get caught into too many more bad scrapes. We can't always be around.
Yes, I'll be careful.
And to get too enamored by the Pokemon in the wild.
It's a little hard, but I'll try to restrain my enjoyment. I will say, if you all want to rendezvous sometime tomorrow, I would like to show you the Melon Company field office here in Violet City once I've been cleared by NurseBot.
I would love that.
Absolutely.
Out of curiosity, would Jorah know where that specific field office is?
Make a history check with advantage.
Sure. That is a +3. Let's do this. A dirty 20.
Jorah, you would know that the Melon Company field office is towards the center of town, not exactly anywhere on the outskirts, not near the lake that Violet City is built in near. Just maybe a few blocks down from the Pokemon Center. It's not too far, but you would need employee access if you wanted to go to any of the floors beyond the public-facing ground floor.
Would my employee access be able to get me in, or is it specifically you need to work at this one?
It would be you would need to specifically work at this one or have some sort of meeting time reserved like what Eris has. Because Eris works at the HQ, just like you, but Eris has a scheduled appointment here at the field office.
All right. And I think Jorah is going to just kind of think for a moment and go, yes, I think I know where that could be. If I'm remembering correctly. Scratches the back of his head.
You sound very confident.
It's been a minute since I've had to remember it being out here. I never exactly expected to spend this long out here.
Eris will motion Desmond over and say, here, I'll put it into Desmond's melon bow.
Oh, thank you. Merci.
And she'll open up the map app that you have, Desmond, and she'll put in the address so that you all have it saved for tomorrow. So there's no chance of getting lost like you guys almost did when going to the game corner.
Shady Mo would never lead us astray.
Hey, Shady Mo got you your coin case. He was great. He did his job. But with that, Eris will, after programming the address into your melon bow, she will wave goodbye, and she'll say, I'll see you all sometime tomorrow then. I want to hear how the gym battles go.
All right. You'll hear
Oui, thank you.
a lot.
Make sure you rest up now.
And she will go into the back room where NurseBot has directed her. While you all are here, what would you like to do in the Pokemon Center?
I want to get Gauntlet checked out because he took a critical hit straight to the face.
You take Gauntlet up to the NurseBot, and if you'll wait 10 minutes, Gauntlet can very easily be restored up to full hit points and power points.
Oh, wow, that's very quick. I thought it would have been an all-night thing.
Man, these nurse bots are nothing. Nurse Joy could have done it in 10 seconds.
Do I get Gauntlet back in her Pokeball or out of it?
Gauntlet would be wheeled out on a cart along with a Sentret, and NurseBot will say, Gauntlet, the Pancham, and Bandit, the Sentret are ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over. Gauntlet, over here! As I kind of reach out my arms for her to jump into.
And Gauntlet will jump in, and that Sentret Bandit will jump into a young girl's arm, and she'll be like, "Good job, Bandit, you did great!" And they'll go trot off to a corner of the Pokemon Center.
Alright. I'm gonna walk back to everybody else holding Gauntlet.
I would
Alright.
like to ask Nurse Bot how to get an incubator for my egg. Hello, ma'am? Ma'am? Hello?
Ma'am, sir, or nurse suffices.
Okay, nurse, I've got this egg I found, and I don't have an incubator for it. Do you know or have any advice about how I could go about getting an incubator for this?
NurseBot will process the request for a moment. We do not offer incubators here at the Violet City Pokemon Center, sponsored by the Melon Company.
I
However,
believe that the Pokemon Centers run on Chat.GPT.
Chat.GPT. Oh, that's great. That's great. Inspiration, Captain.
Yeah, let's go.
However, we can scan the egg to attempt to determine the DNA of the specimen inside.
Oh, that would be great. I would appreciate that.
One moment, if you would kindly hand over the egg.
I gingerly hand the egg to the robot.
And the nurse bot will put out two mechanical hands. There's like padding on the hands to, softly carry things. And nurse bot will take the egg into a back room. And Desmond, I want you to roll 2d20 for me.
Okay.
I know what the modifier is.
Okay. There we go. Okay, I got a 16 and a 3.
With a 18, NurseBot will come out and say, "Scan complete. This egg belongs to the Sphenodon bulbous family of Pokemon, a native grass and poison Pokemon of the Kanto region."
Hey, yo.
Oh. Well, that's wonderful. I'd have to ask somebody exactly what that is.
Can I see a picture of what that is?
That's true. Could I see what that looks like? Is that something you offer?
NurseBot will hold the egg and say, "Unfortunately, the NurseBot model you are currently speaking with does not have hollow technology in order to display a 3D rendering of Sphenodon bulbous."
Veledon bulbous. I'll try to remember that.
Hearing bulbous, could I make like a nature check to see if I can associate that with any Pokemon I might have seen at the gym?
Anyone who wants to can make a nature check. This is like a sciencey nature check, I will say. So, Adrian, you're not gonna get diverse witness on this.
Another dirty 20 for Jorah.
Jorah, with the only 20 amongst your three companions, you will recognize the scientific name Sphenodon bulbous and recognize that that is a classic Bulbasaur, number 1 in the National Pokédex.
Walk over to Desmond, tap him on the shoulder, and say, "Congratulations, that's a Bulbasaur."
Oh, a Bulbasaur. Those are pretty rare where I come from.
They're also
Well, maybe you could take it back with you.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard about trainers with them, but they typically receive them from a Pokemon professor.
What could have made the Bulbasaur, or the evolution for that matter, abandon the egg like that? If it was truly abandoned, of course.
Oh,
That is odd. Yes.
I hear that they're decently easy to raise as well, so... Hey, you have that going for you, which is nice. Not that I doubt you at all.
Wait, isn't it a poison type?
but they're not sharp, so it's okay. I'll be fine.
You know what, that's fair. It is more spore-like, I think. I haven't seen one in a while.
Sounds right to me.
I already have a flower Pokemon that could help me along.
What's another?
Growing a veritable garden, are we, Desmond?
We shall see.
Jorah would like to walk up to the nurse Joy bot, the nurse droid, if you will. I would like to pull out Baskerville's Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, ma'am. I've recently acquired a Helioptile. Is there anything I should know about caring for it?
Go ahead and make a nature check with advantage for Nursebot.
Using my stats?
Sorry, just roll 2d20.
Just 2d20? Alright.
I know what the modifier is.
Okay. I don't think I should roll any more this session, because that's a natural 20.
With a natural 20, Nursebot will begin spewing out the most scientific mumbo-jumbo you've ever heard, Jorah, and you're aware of what most of it means, except it's just info dumping.
Unrelenting.
And unrelenting, and you're like, wait, I have a question, and it's like, no, just more information. And so the general gist you get is you kind of latch onto the easiest thing to understand, which is Helioptile like to bask in the sun. Pretty easy. And that it's unusual to find them out in forests, as they usually prefer to be out in sandy areas where there are little clouds and little shade.
I'll just
maybe?
blink, blunk, blunk. Yes. Thank you.
Wow. I didn't understand any of that, but English is not my first language.
I actually want to go up to Nursebot myself. I haven't asked you, but its tusk has fallen out. Is there anything I can do to help it with that?
Nursebot will simply respond, Axu are known for tuning their teeth. If a tusk has fallen out, an Axu should regrow it.
In how long?
2 to 3 weeks.
That's that mystery solved.
Yeah, yes. It is.
As you all are standing around the area with Nursebot, you do notice there is a line gathering.
Oh gosh, we are
Oh,
hogging
right.
the net spot. Let's get out of here.
Jorah's gonna turn around and go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and I'll get out of the line.
My apologies, as Adrian will also move out of the way. Let's get some food, everybody. I'm hungry.
Oui.
Yes, that would be very ideal. I'm assuming a very loud comedic stomach growl goes from the party.
Absolutely. Do you all want to try and find something to eat here in the Pokemon Center, or are you going to go out into town?
You know what? Let's hit the town.
Yeah, we just got here.
All right,
And plus,
then.
it'll give us a good chance to look around and find the gym too.
As you all go outside to Violet City and begin exploring, let's go ahead and roll me a d20. Let's see how tasty the food you find is.
I shall. A 15.
You find a Cracker Barrel, a nice Cracker
Yes,
Barrel.
it's-
For each of you, we will run it at around 1,000 Pokédollars for the meal for each of you.
Okay, I'm broke.
It's fine. All we have
Makes
to do
sense.
is find random trainers out on the road, because if we lock eyes, we must battle.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to get some practice for the gym because, well, frankly, Pokemon I plan on bringing in, they're not up to speed just yet.
I agree. As much as I may not struggle with this like you may, considering my type of choice, it's definitely a better idea to get practice in while we can. So, would you like to face off against each other, or do you think people in town would be willing?
I think people in town would be better. There are a lot of people at the Pokemon centers, so maybe we could find someone there who wants to battle? Get some practice in?
That sounds like a good plan.
Problem. What exactly do we wager? We are, looks in wallet, not exactly the best well off to start making challenges we can't cash.
We could probably wager low amounts since it's practice for the gym.
Well, it's worth a shot, I suppose.
That sounds like it could be fun.
The only thing we need to do is find people who are willing to take us on.
And while we are at the Pokemon Center, I should get Mr. healed up as well. I was very preoccupied with the egg.
Right, that might be a little important.
There's also a couple of other things in Violet City. I don't know if the trainer school is open right now, but we might be able to go there and help us get to know our Pokemon. I'd like to know more about Gauntlet. I'd also like to get to know Tusk more.
Well, that's not a bad
Really?
idea either, really. We
I
have
say we
time.
go back to the Pokemon Center and get some practice in, if anyone's willing.
I would like to practice.
Your waiter, elderly lady, looks like maybe the ma who owns this ma and pa Cracker Barrel, is going to chime in maybe after she's dropped your food off. It's going to say, "Oh, you're looking to train? Well, you should try out that Rite of Learning here in town. It's all about training Pokemon. I
Oh,
hear
of
all
Learning?
the youngsters talking about it."
Do you know where it's at?
She'll say, "Oh, it's a few blocks off from the gym. They set up close to shop, from what I hear, so they could snag more of you trainers.
Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt going there.
So I hear they're open late at night. They know sometimes trainers are keeping themselves busy in the evening, so you could always try there, but I hope you enjoy your food."
Thank
Yes,
you.
it looks lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the advice.
Well, I think I know what we're doing tonight.
Oui? This looks delicious. I'm going to eat.
Adrian is, he starts off patiently eating his food, but as he has more and more of it and starts to love it more and more, he starts to just eat it a lot quicker. Yeah.
Comedic wipe to Adrian demolishing his plate.
He's hungry, man.
Jorah takes his first mouthful, and you know how in, I think it's like Sword and Shield, where if you make the really good food, your eyes just glow?
Oh, it's that?
It's that. I don't think I'll ever
Just
cook
eat it.
something as delicious as this.
What do you mean I've been having rice all my life?
So after you all finish your food, are you going to go to the Pokemon Center and try and battle some people, or are you going to go to this Rite of Learning place, whatever that is?
I want to.
If it's not too out of the way, I'd like to go to the Pokemon Center real quick and heal up Mistral.
We could probably end up doing both. It's just we'll spend a little less time at the Rite of Learning. Because healing up
Yeah.
Mistral is a good idea considering, smoke inhalation.
Mainly the
Yeah.
fact that she was fighting a lot of poison types last night.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys would like, Pokemon Center first then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, as you all travel back to the Violet City Pokemon Center, once again, still crowded with trainers. All sorts of folks
Yeah.
here, foreigners, young teens, and simple trainers who just live around the city and are just hanging out. Some of them seem to be talking about if they're going to have a battle with each other. Some of them are looking at a Pokejob terminal here in the Violet City Pokemon Center. It's a similar terminal to what you would see in the Galar region. That way, as long as they have a valid trainer's license, they can earn some money that way. Part of the profits go to the Pokemon Center to help cover operation costs, and the remaining reward goes to the trainer in order to spend as they please as compensation for their Pokemon's labor. Other than the Pokejob terminal, there's a regular personal PC here. You can have Mistral healed up after 10 minutes. Anything you all want to do in that 10 minutes while you're waiting?
How easily could I find someone to battle in 10 minutes?
Oh, easily. There's a lounge area here where there's a TV, a hearth, people are just kind of hanging out. And you see a number of folks. You see a gentleman dressed up in kind of a button shirt with a tie and some nice pants. Looks like he's some sort of professional. There is a gentleman in some pretty light clothes, kind of some floral patterns, shorts, flip-flops, who's got 2 Pokeballs by his side. There's a big man, big and burly, with chest hair, arm hair, full beard, the lot of it. Just looks like he might be a lumberman of some kind. There's that young girl who had Bandit the Sentret. And there is Amongst the crowd, a gentleman in purple and white robes with a sash tied around the center, similar in appearance to one of the groups of psychics from Route 36 that you saw earlier in the day.
Stay away from those psychics. They don't like us very much.
I want to go to the tropical person.
As you approach, he's kind of got his feet kicked out onto one of the tables here in the lounge, like a coffee table, not like a table. And he's just kind of sipping on a glass with his 2 Pokeballs at his side. It looks like they're actually empty of their Pokemon. You're not sure where the other 2 are, and he's just sipping, watching the TV.
Hello.
Oh, hey! How are you?
I'm well. I'm Adrian, as I give a bow.
I'm Eto. How can I help?
Oh.
You want to watch the show? Here, and he'll shift and take his feet off the table. Sorry about that.
What are you watching?
Oh, just an old battle from way back when. Some gym leader from, I think, Hoenn, battling some guy from Alola. Not much of a big
Well, actually,
professional battler fan myself, but, you know, it's fun to watch while you can.
yeah, I'm actually looking to battle if you're interested.
Oh! If you're just gonna come out and ask for it, make a persuasion check, Adrian.
Yeah. Question while he's rolling: are either of the people in the video using a flying type Pokemon?
Sure.
Okay, I'm watching very closely.
There you go. Yeah, it looks like one of them is using a 2 cannon.
That's a 7.
A 7. Like, before we go battling, how about you just sit for a while? There's a lot of craziness happening. Here. And he'll rummage through a bag and hand you a packet of juice. Take a sip.
I did just get here. He's gonna sit down, he's gonna let Silky and Gauntlet out to watch the battle with him.
Oh. Is that a... What kind of Pokemon are those? I've not seen any of them.
Oh, this here is Silky, this is a Dratini, my partner, and this is, Gauntlet, my, Pancham. My first capture outside of, well, Silky here, of course.
My Pokemon, Phoebe and Jal, they're running around here somewhere. Phoebe probably is somewhere in the rafters, and Jal, well, I don't know. If you've got any electronics, keep an eye out, that's all I'll say.
Oh, an electric type.
No, actually.
Oh?
He just likes the taste of electricity, that's all.
Yes, a Gauntlet here likes to get into trouble. I come from the Dragon's Den up in the north, from Blackthorn, and
I have no idea what that is.
it's a place where we study, ancient history and, Pokemon, in a more spiritual sense.
Gotcha, you sound like one of the kahunas then.
The Kahunas?
Oh, big elders into Alola's history and past and all of that. They're very important.
Well, if this travel ban can get lifted, I'd love to meet them one day.
Oh, well, no point in worrying about the future right now. All we've got right now is, well, now. And right now, you
Yes.
wanted a battle, is that right?
That is correct. I'm hoping to get some practice for the gym tomorrow.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm not opposed to helping out another trainer. I'm here trying to get home too, but I've had a bit of a rough time with the Violet City Gym, and he'll hold up his hands and be like, but I can't tell you anything about it. Challenger's oath and everything.
I've never said anything about Blackthorns. Well, not that I've only experienced the gym battle itself. I watched it, but never any of the challenges before that.
Interesting. If you're hoping to challenge the gym, have you registered with the league yet?
I don't think so.
And if any of you are listening to this conversation with Ito, none of you have registered for the Johto Pokemon League challenge yet, so that will be something you'll have to handle tomorrow.
I'm right there, so yeah. Oh, no, we didn't do that. Can we do that at the gym?
Oh yeah, they'll ask you a bunch of questions before you go in and actually face off with what's going on in there. But I highly recommend you get registered, otherwise they won't let you in.
Alright, well, that's good to know.
That should be our first priority tomorrow. Get registered for the gym challenge, then head over to that Rite of Learning. Well, if we don't do that tonight, that is.
Oh, you're
We should
going
be
to
able
go
to.
to the Rite of Learning.
Yes.
Planning on it.
I'd highly recommend it. It helped, where is she? And he's like looking up in the rafters of the lounge in the Pokemon Center. He claps his hands. Tut-tut. Phoebe, come down. And you see this little tiny white and yellow fly with a needle nose fly down. Very tiny, probably even smaller than Mistral. And he says, this is Phoebe. They helped her learn a technique that she had been struggling with earlier.
Oh.
Yes, we're still trying to get the hang of it, but it did come in handy when I faced the challenge. I ultimately did not win, unfortunately, but I think by next time we should be good.
Well, I wish you luck in that next challenge.
Yes, shall we face each other now? There is a field
Yes.
out back where they allow us to battle each other.
Oh, that's great. I don't want to ruin the city street or anything.
And going out into the back, Ito and Adrian are going to have a battle. Does anyone else want to try and get a battle started with another trainer here? My idea would be we do them all at once in one initiative just to make things fast.
Sure,
Sure, why not?
You know what? Jorah's gonna walk over to that lumberman.
You see kind of reading a book by a lamp in the corner of the lounge is this big lumberman. He's got these reading glasses on, and sitting across from him is a grayish beige Pokemon with pink bumps with a piece of wood that it's carrying, and it looks like they're both reading.
Excuse me.
And he'll close his book and be like, oh, yes, I wasn't reading a book. And he's gonna rummage through a bag and he's gonna pull out a dumbbell and he's gonna start flexing and exercising in front of me. And he's like, I was exercising.
Blink.
I promise I'm not a nerd, please.
You don't get it. My secret got out. Just blinks. I wasn't going to make fun of you if you were.
Well, good, because I wasn't.
Right. You work for the SAR Lumber Company, right?
Yeah, but I'm off the clock right now. In
Right.
fact, he's going to pose and flex his muscles, and he'll say, you don't get guns like these working at the Melon Company.
Pain. Physical pain. Jorah's just blinks. Yes. It's typically not required.
Anyways, what are you over here interrupting my workout for?
Well, I just wanted to know a bit more about the lumber company, really.
Oh, he'll set the weights down and be like, well, what do you want to know?
Well, I'm one of the people who can't go home due to the travel locking. I was just wondering what you think of them.
Pays good, keeps us busy. Me and Hera over there, we like to keep ourselves working hard throughout the day, and SAR offers the perfect opportunity for that here in Violet.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Say, how many hours a week do you typically work?
Oh, well, we have a quota of how many trees we have to meet each day, and luckily it's not too long thanks to those handy-dandy personal tree harvesters from the Melon Company, and then the Melon Company also provides us with the heavy-duty stuff for some of the tougher trees, so we usually probably get done in 7-8 hours.
Have you ever thought about what happens to all of the Pokemon that need those trees?
He's gonna stop and he's gonna let out an exhale. Look, man, I'm not an ecologist. I don't know how it affects it. What I know is the company says they've done the research, it's fine, everything will grow back. I'm just there to help move the lumber.
I see. Sorry if that came off the wrong way. You see, I am a bit of a... Jorah's gonna kind of do a swallow. Bit of a nerdy type, so I pay attention to things like that.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. With my +0 to persuasion, this will go swimmingly. I'm drowning.
Yeah, you were right.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't have rolled for the rest of the session.
So that's a nat one.
He's not gonna respond in any way in particular. He's just gonna be like, gotcha, nerdy type. Well, if you're looking to leave that part of yourself behind and become a man, you can always take up work with Tsar Lumber. They're always looking for trainers to help with security.
Sir, I have a -1 to strength.
You never know
For
what
any
that
sake, I
means.
do not say that.
But it'd be funny if you did.
No, Jorah plays tabletop role-playing games, and it was a joke.
I made this really cool campaign podcast. It's called Dices and Dexes. Dices and
Love
Dexes, that sounds wonderful. Anyways,
Dices and Dexes, that sounds wonderful. Where can I watch it? Or listen to it?
you can listen to it on youtube.com/dfun100.
Really? Is it perhaps available on other podcasting platforms?
Yes, actually, it's available on RSS and Spotify.
Ooh, you have an RSS feed. That's very fancy. Is there perhaps a TikTok?
No,
Why,
that's
in fact,
moment.
there is a TikTok. I don't know why I know this.
There is a TikTok?
I don't even
just-
know what I'm saying.
Alright, anyways. I'm gonna try to ask him. Well, if you're off the clock, would you mind entertaining me with a battle? I'm looking to take on the gym challenge, but I kind of need to know where I stand. Power-wise.
No shrug. He'll be like, yeah, alright. Name's Logan. He'll hold out a big hand.
I'll shake Logan's hand and I'll say, my name's Jorah.
Make a strength check, Jorah.
Make a strength check. Okay. I'm gonna burn my inspo on this.
Don't do it.
Okay, I won't burn
Don't.
my inspo on this. We got this. A -1. Oh no.
You do not have this.
No, listen. The nat 20 will happen. It'll be great. That is a 14.
14, pretty solid handshake. His is 10 times your hand, though. So you just kind of get engulfed, and even though you're doing your best to give a firm handshake in return, he just kind of ends up whipping your arm around accidentally. He's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And he'll take his hand away. Yeah, let's go battle. And he'll take out to the turf as well.
Just one moment. I would actually like to grab a Pokemon from the PC if that's alright with you.
Yeah. And he's like walking out as he's saying this. Yeah, I'll just meet you out there. I'm sorry.
Alright, I would like to waltz over to the PC. I would like to exchange Buzzbee for Cola,
Absolutely, yeah.
just in case this goes south.
Yeah. Desmond, did you want to try and get anybody?
I'll go up to the guy in the purple robes. Hello, sir.
He sees you and is like, oh no, you're back.
Oh, were you on Route 35? Did we see you earlier?
I did. You all were making a ruckus while me and my compatriots
Oh.
were trying to meditate and focus.
Oh, I'm very, very sorry about that. Would
did you get
have
here?
chance? Oh, we walked, but would you like to have a battle out back with me?
Make a persuasion check,
I
Desmond.
survived.
If you've got, what, you've got a problem? You want to take this outside?
You want to take this outside, sir?
Do you go with that route? I'll let you make it an intimidation check.
No, I'm not going to make an intimidation check. It's not going to be any better if I do, so... You know what? No, Desmond would go with that route. Oh, and if you'd want to let off some steam, if you have a problem, would you like to take it out back? I'm looking for some...
Intimidation check.
intimidation. 16.
He'll nod and he'll say, "Very well, I will see you out there." And then he will grab a hand, a yellow hand that was kind of sitting behind his chair, and then voop, disappear.
I love it.
Is Mistral done yet, or am I just going in with Zephyr?
At this point, Mistral can be done, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go retrieve Mistral. Hi, Mistral, how are you feeling? She's feeling good. She floats there, unfazed as usual. I've got us into a battle with a psychic. So, yes, this is going to be fun. Come on. And then I'm gonna go out back to meet the psychic for our battle.
Yeah. Meeting out onto the backfield of the Pokemon Center, Adrian and Ito are up first, followed by Desmond and AJ the Psychic, and then Jorah and Logan the Lumberman. We are going to have you three roll initiative, and I'm going to roll initiative for your enemies. These battles are taking place after each other.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And remind... Okay, no, initiative is just a +2.
Wow.
All right. Joe rolled an 18.
And then Desmond and Adrian add whatever you guys got.
Okay, 22.
10.
Adrian, you and Ito are tied. Ito will ask, all right, are we going to do this as a one-on-one, or are we going to do a two-on-two, or even a double battle?
We're doing a double battle, if that's alright with you.
All right. And I'll say, go, Phoebe, Jal, and a small white-yellow pixie fly and a small gray-orange beetle are going to appear on the field. They are both very small.
Okay. Silky, Gauntlet, your turn! Sending them out.
Adrian, your team will go first. What are Silky and Gauntlet going to do on their turns?
Silky is going to use Thunder Wave on the yellow-pink fairy fly. DC 11 con save.
With a natural 5, that isn't going to matter. The cutie fly Phoebe is paralyzed.
Alright. And then Gauntlet is going to go for a tackle attack on the beetle. 9.
9 is going to miss the beetle.
Understandably. That is my turn.
All right. As the cutie fly and the grubbin go, I need to roll to see if cutie fly can do anything this turn. So this is cutie fly's paralysis check. With a 5, cutie fly can go, and cutie fly is going to indeed attempt a special little move called Silver Wind. Ito's going to call it and say, Phoebe, use Silver Wind! And I'm going to roll with disadvantage to hit. He is going to target Silky with it. With a 19, modified 19, I believe that'll hit Silky.
It will. I'm very surprised dragons don't resist bug.
That is going to be, wow, minimum damage. That's going to be 4 damage to Silky.
Okay.
And then Jal the Grubbin is going to try and use a Vice Grip attack on Gauntlet. Does a 14 hit Gauntlet?
Barely.
That is going to be 7 damage to Gauntlet as the Vice Grip clenches down. And Gauntlet is going to be grappled. We're going to focus in on this battle before we move on to the others.
Gotcha.
It is your turn, Adrian. What are your Pokemon doing?
Silky is going to wrap the Grubbin
You're going to wrap the thing grappling gauntlet? Yeah, go for it. Grapple chain, let's do
Mosh
it, bro!
That's a 21.
Oh, that'll hit. Roll damage.
That is a total of 6 normal type damage. And now the grappler is grappled.
So many grapples happening right now.
Gauntlet is tackling Grubbin.
Okay, we'll treat it more as like flavor it as a headbutt. Go ahead, roll to attack.
Does a 23 hit.
23 hits. Roll damage on Grubbin as you are focus firing this guy.
For a total of 5.
Okay, yeah, Grubbin's looking hurt. Anything else, Adrian?
Nope.
Let's see if Cutiefly can move. That is a 4. Cutiefly can go this turn. Seeing 2 targets barreling down on Jal the Grubbin, Ito is going to tell Cutiefly, Cutiefly, use Fairy Wind! So, this is going to be a 14 to hit Silky,
That's gonna hit.
and an 18 to hit Gauntlet.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Oh, I really hope it doesn't do a lot of damage to Gauntlet. Oh,
That is
no.
going to be 10 damage to each.
Gauntlet's down.
And Grubbin no longer can grapple Gauntlet. Now, Jal, the Grubbin, has only 1 target and is going to do something crazy and is going to try bug biting Silky at disadvantage because it is learning that move.
Ooh.
Natural 1!
Alright.
Silky is able to maneuver around without Grubbin taking much of a nibble out of her. Speaking of Silky, Silky, your partner is down, Silky!
That's gonna be 3 damage to Grubbin from the wrap.
Cool, 3 damage to Grubbin.
And then I have to keep focusing down. Okay, I'm gonna use wrap again.
Okay, roll to attack.
23
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
for a total of 4 damage.
Yeah, Grubbin goes down. Ito returns him with the Pokeball.
Alright. Now return Gauntlet as well.
On Ito's turn, Ito is going to tell Cutiefly, Cutiefly, keep working on Silverwind! And...
Paralysis.
right. 2! No! As Ito gives the order, a static shock runs through Cutiefly, and Cutiefly is unable to move this turn.
Silky, take advantage! Use wrap!
Roll to attack.
That's a 10.
A 10 is not going to hit Cutiefly.
All
Despite
right.
being paralyzed, it is still very dexterous.
Yep.
Push through the paralysis! Do it again! No! He's still paralyzed!
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna use wrap again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Silky, you need new attacking moves, buddy. An 11.
An 11 doesn't hit.
Oh no.
Despite getting racked with this paralysis, Phoebe the Cutiefly is dodging willy-nilly through Silky's attempts to wrap. It's very hard to hit the tiny fly. Let's see if paralysis procs again. Oh my gosh, another 2! This Cutiefly cannot attack, but she sure can dodge. Go ahead, roll to hit with your wrap again.
Yup. There we go. Dirty 20.
30-20 hits. Roll damage. This is the first damage on Cutiefly.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Cutiefly's turn. With a 5, Cutiefly can act this turn and is finally going to try another Silverwind on you.
Oh man.
Modified 20. A gust of silvery pollen and bug shedding scales are going to batter Silky. This is going to be 6 damage to Silky. Your turn, Silky.
At the end of its turn, it's gonna take 3 damage.
Oh, right. It's grappled and paralyzed, you evil man, bullying the tiny fly.
I have no other moves I can use on it. Oh, that's a 20 to hit with wrap.
20 hits. Roll damage.
for a total of a minimum of 3 damage.
Let's see if Cutie Fly gets another turn. 2! It's always a 2 or a 5. Cutie Fly's paralyzed. She's gonna take 3 damage. I'm realizing how scary Wrap and Paralysis as a combo are. Silky, you're up. Miss Cutie Fly's looking really hurt.
Time for another wrap.
Miss.
22.
Darn. With that, Silky is going to take out Phoebe the Cutie Fly.
Good job, Silky!
And we'll just say a simple 100 polka dollar agreement was made.
Okay.
And Ita will hand you 100 Poké dollars.
I'm gonna walk up and give a bow. Your Pokemon fought well.
Well, they had a long battle earlier today. We got far
Yes.
enough in the gym. Not quite there yet.
I wish you luck in the next one. Silky, return! As returns Silky to her Pokeball.
We're going to jump straight into Desmond and AJ's battle. AJ is going to look at you. Desmond is going to say, first things first, I have 1 Pokemon. Would you like to use both of yours against mine in a 2-on-1, a 1-on-1, or full party against full party?
Well, one-on-one seems very fair, don't you think?
Very well. Go, Lemon.
My name is Desmond, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Go, Lemon. My name is
Yelling
AJ.
across the battlefield.
And
Okay, go, Mr.
you send out Mistral on her tiny flower, and appearing before you, slightly hovering in the air, is a dog cat-like Pokemon with yellow fur holding a single spoon in its right hand and this very long yellow mustache.
Oh, wow.
Before we begin, would you like to make a wager of any kind? I'm willing to offer up to 300 Poké dollars.
We'll call it 200 Poké dollars.
200, very well. You may have the first turn.
Okay, thank you. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna say, Mistral, use Trailblaze on Lemon. Well, that's gonna be an 8 to hit Lemon the Kadabra.
An 8 to hit Lemon the Kadabra. Unfortunately, Mistral's Trailblaze gets stopped by some sort of psychic barrier, and Lemon the
Oh, no.
Kadabra is going to use Confusion on Mistral. Does a 7 hit Mistral?
No, it does not. Mistral, try it again.
Roll to attack again.
10.
Predicting the move a second time, Kadabra will just moves out of the way using its psychic powers. Not quite a full teleport, but definitely harder to hit.
Yeah.
And as it appears
That's
to
all.
the side of Mistral, it's going to use, once again, a good old confusion attack on her. 15.
15 hits.
That is going to be 10 psychic damage to Mistral. As psychic energy blasts across Mistral's form, wavering the small flower Pokemon. AJ will call out from the other side of the field and say, are you sure you do not want to use both of your Pokemon?
If you're offering, that would be great.
Desmond, it is your turn.
Mistral is not this. Mistral, you're doing great. Use Trailblaze. With great focus, 30-20.
Dirty 20 hits. Roll damage against Kadabra.
Yay. 3 grass damage.
Kadabra is going to make a calculation in its head, and as it does so, without AJ even saying a word, is going to use Confusion one more time. It had weighed the option of another attack, but decided against it. Does a natural 1 hit Mistral?
It does
Could
not.
It does not. Kadabra's time spent calculating its attack allowed Mistral an opportunity to dodge. With the opening Mistral has, what is she going to do?
She is going to Trailblaze again.
Go ahead, roll to attack.
Yeah, it's either that or tackle, and I don't get a buff from tackle. I do get to push it around. 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Yay! 3
Kadabra looks
Yay.
barely hurt,
That's all.
and Lemon is going to, once more, in an attempt to end this battle swiftly, is going to Confusion. Modified
Mistral
21.
is already confused. It doesn't do any. Okay, yeah, it hits.
That is going to be 6 psychic damage to Mistral.
Okay, she is down. Swirls in her eyes. I'll withdraw her.
AJ will call out and simply say, Your Flabebe did a good job. Unfortunately, it was a little too slow.
Yes, she's only fast when she doesn't need to be. I'm gonna send out Zephyr. Go, Zephyr!
What is Zephyr gonna do?
Zephyr, use Peck.
Roll to attack.
7 to hit with Peck.
That is a miss as Kadabra will once again throw up a psychic
Can
barrier.
I use a bonus action?
Yeah, absolutely.
A quick attack.
Roll to attack.
It's gonna be a 12.
12 will miss. And
Okay.
as Zephyr goes flying by, Kadabra is going to reach out its spoon, focusing its psychic power, and this time is going to attempt a move you've not seen before. A beam of lightning blasts out from the spoon towards Zephyr. This attack is rolled with disadvantage.
Okay.
With a modified 21, the charge beam will hit Zephyr. And that is going
Okay.
to be... Wow, minimum damage. That is going to be 2 electric
That's
type
big.
damage to Zephyr.
Okay.
And next turn, Kadabra will have a bonus on its damage modifiers.
Oh, okay.
However, now I
Cool.
get to make an
take
intelligence
that.
check.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Desmond, it is Zephyr's turn. He just got shocked with a little weak beam of electricity, but somehow Kadabra seems stronger for it.
Wow. Interesting. Zephyr, use that energy and put it into a quick attack payback combo. Quick attack is gonna be a 10,
That will miss.
but payback is a natural 1 for 5.
With that successful charge beam and both of your attacks missing Zephyr, this psychic Pokemon is just so hard to hit right now. It's hard to find a gap in its psychic walls, and as you're flying around Zephyr, Kadabra's going to blast a confusion attack off towards you. Does a 7 hit you?
It does not.
That's gonna be a miss from Lemon.
It's just both of us missing over and over again.
Both of you missing and dodging expertly. Zephyr, you're up.
Yeah, that's better. I like dodging expertly from both sides better than missing horribly from both sides. Okay, just do that again, Zephyr. You're doing great. 15 hit with quick attack.
15 barely hits.
Hey, 6 normal type damage. That's max damage for quick attack.
Nice, good job.
And how does inspiration work? I'm going to use it on payback.
You get advantage to hit.
Payback, 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 payback. Glad I had advantage. That's going to be 8. Well, no. Yeah, 17 to hit.
17 hits Kadabra. Super effective damage with payback.
Please, please, please. 10 dark type damage.
10 dark type damage. All right, a solid hit against Lemon the Kadabra. With that
Cool.
shock,
That's my turn.
AJ is going to psychically command Kadabra to do another charge beam. This time, it has mastered the move. It rolled a natural 20 on its learning check. However, that is only a 10 to hit Zephyr. Poor Kadabra
Misses.
cannot hit Zephyr. Zephyr, you are up.
We're both so fast. Okay. Zephyr, mix it up with a payback quick attack combo.
Roll to hit with payback.
Okay, that's a 22 to hit with payback.
That hits. Roll damage.
That's going to be 16 dark type damage.
Wow, how do you want to take out Kadabra, who literally just could not hit you for the life of himself?
Zephyr, even though he doesn't get the bonus from it, remembers the charge beam that hit him, and remembers the Pichu, and is searing with rage, and he also remembers Mushroom Stew guy, and flies up into the air, and glowing with menacing aura, swoops down, and as he comes down, jerks right out of the way of a psychic field that was going to block his path and hits the Kadabra in the side.
Picking up from one of the tricks you've been training him to do, Desmond, Zephyr skirts around the psychic protection that Lemon the Kadabra has put up and strikes him right in the chest, cracking the brown kind of shell around his torso. As Kadabra falls, swirls in his eyes, and AJ is like, and he'll collect himself after being so startled and will simply say, well, you certainly surprised me. Excellent match, Desmond, and he'll do a bow.
Thank you, I'll bow back to him. Since you offered me the mercy of using my second Pokemon, you don't need to pay the full wager. Just half, 100 Pokédollars, I feel like is fair.
He will still hand you 300 Pokédollars, and he will say, the cost of my arrogance. I should not have easily brushed you off.
Oh, merci, sir.
And as you two go your separate ways, Jorah and Logan the Lumberman. Logan will be like, all right, I've only got Hera, so I'm partial to this being a one-on-one battle. Are you okay with that?
Sure thing. Though I'm currently trying to decide which one of my Pokemon I should use.
Oh, you said you needed to train, right?
Yes. I'm against... This may not be the perfect idea, but I could think of no better training for him. I know who I'm going to use.
All right. Well, Hera, you heard him. Get out there on the field. Before you send your Pokemon out, Jorah. Well, how much we want to wager?
Nothing too crazy. How about 150 Pokédollars?
Ah, that's pocket change. 400. Take it or leave it.
Jorah sweating. He does not have that much. How about
You can
300?
ask him a friend.
Ah, sure, 300. We'll do that.
I'll walk over. I'll extend my hand for another brutal handshake.
You'll shake on it. All right, Hera, go teach him what's up.
I am hoping that Baskerville can get this done, because if he can't, I will be broke. Right. I hold up the Pokeball, and I just say, Baskerville, I choose you!
Baskerville comes out of his Pokeball and just kind of looks around, and his ears flop down, kind of sad seeing that there's no sun out. And Logan sends out Hera the Timber and says, all right, Hera, just wait for him. And Hera's going to place her lumber bar down into the dirt of the arena and is just going to wait and focus.
All right. This could work out in my favor. Baskerville, use Tail Whip.
Ah, go ahead.
So this is a wisdom save from Hera.
Natural 17. Hera's gonna make it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That is the first round. Hera is going to keep waiting.
Well, second verse, same as the first, but if it doesn't work, we're gonna switch the song.
Okay.
We're gonna try to Tail Whip again, using all of Baskerville's wonderful charm with his big, dumb, droopy... with his big, dumb, droopy ears. And that award-winning smile. You couldn't hurt this guy. You could hurt this guy.
Natural 15.
That will pass. All right. We're gonna have to actually do something.
Timber is just waiting one more round.
All right. Third verse, it's time to switch the channel. All right, deep end it is. Baskerville, use Thunder Shock.
Okay. Roll to attack Timber.
Does a 16 hit.
A 16 does hit. Roll damage.
Ooh, 9 electric type damage.
As a powerful electric shock hits Hera the Timber, Logan's gonna chuckle and say, ha ha! Hera, hit him with Bide!
Oh no. I understand completely now. Thank God I didn't swing for 2 turns.
However, now you have to hope he misses.
He misses Bide. Because if he doesn't, I think Baskerville instantly dies.
Hera rolled a natural 13.
Does beat the AC.
which comes out to 17. And you are going to get hit for double the amount of typeless damage that Hera has taken.
So 18 damage.
18 damage as Hera, all of a sudden, this electricity blasts through using the momentum from the energy she has stored over the last few turns. Hera lunges forward and wielding her lumber bar like a baseball bat. Poof, poof, poof. Blasts Baskerville into the air, and Baskerville goes toot, 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 landing at your feet, Jorah. Swirls in his eyes, and Logan's gonna just let out a bellied roar like, "Good job, Hera!"
I walk over to Baskerville. I'll pick him up and I'll say, "It's all right. You'll get more chances later." As I'm going to recall him into his Pokeball and walk up to Logan. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that.
Hera's used to having a hold off on tough attacks, but you did good. Very good, Jorah.
Yes. Though, for future reference, I probably shouldn't be facing fighting types with Baskerville here.
True. If it wasn't Bide that was gonna do you in, a good old low kick was probably gonna take you out.
I wouldn't be so sure. But a deal's a deal. As Jorah will pull out his wallet and hand over 300 Poké Dollars.
Logan will take it and will say, "It was a pleasure battling you, Jorah. If you ever find yourself back in Violet City, come find me. I'd love a rematch. And if you're
One day.
looking to get stronger, don't rule out working a security day with SAR Lumber. They pay well."
I prefer to stay where I'm at. The Melon Company pays me just fine. As I give him a sly look of like, I remember what you said.
All right. I understand. A little bit of intercompany competition, but don't forget, SAR Lumber and Melon Company, we have a symbiotic thing going on. And then he realizes
aware.
he just said a big word like symbiotic, and he's like, good game! And he rushes back inside.
I love him. I'm going to walk back in and with the intention of getting Baskerville proper attention, because he a little hurt.
Yeah, all of you can spend 10 minutes healing up your Pokemon. You're A-okay.
Sounds good.
Jorah's gonna walk over to Desmond and Adrian. So how did your battles go?
It went well. Sadly, Gauntlet went down pretty early, but Gauntlet, you put up a good fight, and Silky finished it off. And I think I found a good combo out of it too. So we'll see how it works in the gym.
Oh, good.
We-
And what about you, Desmond?
Oh, yes, I sent out Mistral first, and she did her very best, and she was very good. And then I sent in Zephyr, and he took care of it. Good job, Zephyr. And good job, Mistral. You're doing very well.
Oh well, I wish I could have had the same luck. Turns out Bide is pretty strong, especially when your Pokemon's been given ample time to line up a perfectly good shot. However, I'm not that upset about it. Baskerville performed much better than I assumed he would. I think I've got a real winner with this one.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. Speaking of, do we want to go to the Rite of Learning?
May as
We,
well.
if we have time.
Alright. Before then, I want to switch out Gauntlet for Monica.
Yeah, go ahead, swap around your Pokemon.
I'd like to put Mistral in the lead spot of my party.
If you want to, you may. So, as you all leave the Pokemon Center here in Violet City, you begin heading out using Desmond's map to find the Rite of Learning here in Violet City. It is only a few blocks down from the Violet City Gym, just like the woman at Cracker Barrel told you. And when you walk inside, it's a fairly standard building. Nothing special about it. It looks like a fairly standard battle hall. There are a few other trainers here, despite it being late at night, and it seems they're each being monitored by a few assistants, and they're amongst one of the groups. Talking with an assistant and a trainer is a gentleman in a lab coat with a blue swirl of hair, who, when you arrive, there's a little ding ding yumta that rings throughout the room, alerting this gentleman to new arrivals, and he turns around and sees you all, and with a big old smile says, Ah, hello! And he walks up to you all kind of excitedly, like, my name is Dr. Kelpsey. What brings you all here to the Rite of Learning? What are your names?
Hello.
And how many Pokemon are you bringing? What kind of training are you hoping to do?
Oh,
Have you ever been to the Rite of
my
Learning
name is
before?
Desmond, and I have 2 Pokemon, and I have the flying type want to be a Sky Battler, and no.
No, you've never been to the Rite of Learning before. How about you, sir? And he turns towards you, Adrian.
I have never been here in my life. I don't. Do you have one in Blackthorn City at all?
No, Blackthorn City has been a little too far for our expansions. We're based out in the far-off Laris region, and we have some branches popping up in Hoenn, but we are recent here into Johto, so there's only a few of us scattered around. But I am Dr. Kelpsey. I am pleased to meet you all. Adrian, Desmond, and you would be?
Jorah, good to meet you.
Jorah, and he'll clasp each of your hands with both of his hands and shake them comedically vigorously. It's like, pleasure to have each of you.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you as well.
We are traveling due to trying to take on the gym challenges, and we heard about this place, though we're not quite sure what it is.
Oh, yes. Most trainers outside of Laris aren't familiar with us, but we are the Rite of Learning. We are a group of Pokemon professors and scientists who are interested in turning the minds of study to studying trainer Pokemon and how growing up under a trainer's guidance can affect a Pokemon's strength. You may have heard of the famed Professor Oak and Professor Elm and Professor Birch, Professor Rowan, so on and so forth. The list goes on. They are Pokemon professors interested mostly in researching wild Pokemon. We, however, here at the Rite of Learning are interested in studying trainer Pokemon. I, myself, since I am familiar with the fact that Violet City is one of the earliest gyms that trainers face here in the Johto region, I like to focus my research and the training I offer to you all trainers on the basics of move mastery.
Move mastery?
I have a few assistants around here who they will tend to the other trainers. They have local trainers here who like to come late at night for reserved lessons with their Pokemon. But I and my Pokemon partner here, and he'll let out a Pokeball that releases a large ovalish pink Pokemon with big blue eyes. This is Cora, my Wigglytuff. The two of us will focus on you all since it seems this is your first interaction with the Rite of Learning.
You say you're focused on learning moves, right?
Yes, so we help trainer Pokemon, and in exchange, we ask that those trainer Pokemon take part in a few tests, just so that we may collect data, study, etc. A sort of give and take with the trainer. We provide expertise in strengthening your Pokemon, and you provide us with biological data, strength data, analysis of strategies and movement. Whatever each Rite of Learning is looking for. I myself am happy to help you train on move mastery, as well as how your Pokemon conduct their moves. With all of that said, I've given you a lot of information. Is there anyone who is eager to participate first? Perhaps set an example for your fellow trainers here.
I would like to.
All right. Jorah's gonna give Adrian a little pat on the back.
Yes, get in here. Come here over to the battlefield. We will see what you have to offer. If you would please send out whichever Pokemon or Pokemons you would like us to train.
Alright. Silky, Monica, come on out!
Choo.
I have my Dratini here, and Monica here, who's trying to get faster at rolling. I'm hoping to help Monica learn a move that'll incorporate that.
I see. I understand. Yes. Let's perhaps begin with... You said Silky was her name.
Correct.
Let's begin with her. It sounds like she's already halfway there. If Silky
Yes.
could demonstrate this move, I will have Cora, my assistant, observe the move, and we will go from there.
Alright. Silky, use Twister!
Roll an attack roll for Silky.
Alright. A 13.
Yeah, Silky summons forth a Twister here in the room. It's a pretty average-sized twister, but it does twirl around the battlefield, kicking up some of the dirt and picking up some debris. And Dr. Kelpsey has to like hold his large twisting blue hair and is like, whoa! That was magnificent, though I do see that your Silky is struggling to maintain the twister when she's starting it. So I'm going to have Cora here copycat the move. And what I want Silky to do is watch Cora, Silky, as she is maintaining the twister. Right? See what she does. See how she focuses, how she moves her body in order to help guide the wind.
Silky, I can be there with you, as I would like to use Mystic Bond with Silky to observe with her.
Okay, yeah. Adrian, you yourself go blind, and you begin to see through Silky's perspective. I want you to go ahead and make a perception check and have Silky make a perception check, as Cora is going to copycat the twister.
I rolled a 21, and Silky rolled 15.
Adrian, you are observing what Cora the Wigglytuff is doing. With the copycat, she plants her feet deep into the ground, drawing on the energy from the earth, lets out a proud Yum-cha! And releasing that energy, the winds begin to coalesce. And while Cora is not roaring the entire time, she maintains the same focus and ferocity as the twister collects and begins to blow and bluster here around, and it's much more consistent than what you saw Silky's twister become. Silky is observing this as well, and when Cora's twister inevitably dies down, Dr. Kelpsey will say, "So, what have we learned from observing Cora here? Perhaps a little bit of ferocity in the release, some intent and focus, and then maintaining that throughout the twister. Putting your own body and power behind it. Not a simple blustering wind, but as if you were exhaling and causing the winds themselves to twirl and whirl."
Yes, it's not like a gust where you're thrusting forth wind, it's like channeling it to create a power from it.
Close.
If that makes sense.
Here's what I would like you to do now, Silky. Try Twister again. And aim for Cora. Cora is going to try and overpower your Twister with her own.
Alright, I'm gonna have Silky use Twister.
Okay. Roll to attack with Silky, and Cora will roll to attack as well.
Alright. That is a 6.
Cora only rolled an 8. Cora is going to cause a very small Twister, seeing Silky's come out, and the two Twisters are going to clash like Beyblades. What I want Silky to do now is to make a Constitution check to focus throughout the Twister.
That is a 12.
Silky is doing her best to focus on the Twister and keep it going, and it prevails a little longer, but I need her to make one more Constitution check as the Twisters are beginning to become more embroiled.
Oh yeah, that's an 18.
As Cora begins to acquiesce her Twister into Silky, Silky gets a gradual feeling of what it's like to take control of a stronger Twister. And so, what I want Silky to do now, as she has control of this stronger Twister, is to make an intelligence check with advantage.
Alright. That is a natural 20.
Natural 20, how many learning progresses do you have?
1.
You have 3 now, and Silky has learned Twister.
Yes!
As Silky finally has a taste of what it's like to build up to a stable Twister attack, Silky has registered that through the teachings of Cora and through your own mind melding, Adrian, and has brought all of that together, wrapped it up in a nice bow, and has presented it to you as not quite mastering a move, but learning a move. She now has control over her Twister attack.
So I can get rid of the learning tag?
You can get rid of the learning tag.
Yes! Finally, I have a move I can reliably use other than rap.
And Dr. Kelpsey, seeing all of this, he'll give a light clap and he'll say, very good, Silky. I'm glad to see that Cora has helped you in this matter.
Yeah, Silky's twirling, kind of like the Twister, getting enraptured in the feeling of what it was, and just kind of doing it in a little dance.
Mm-hmm. Now, it is late, so I want to try and get us moving along before me and my assistants head off for the night. I believe you mentioned Monica the Pineco wanted to try, and she's developing some sort of rolling attack? Is that what it is?
I believe so. I can't really tell. It seems she's just trying to roll faster and faster. Whether that means a move, I don't know. I've never caught one before.
She's trying to learn to roll faster and faster. Perhaps Cora and I can arrange something for tomorrow.
Yes, we'll come back after the gym.
You other two, Desmond and Jorah, are there any Pokemon you would like to train tonight?
Well, I've got one, but I'm not exactly sure how much time we have, and I haven't spent a lot of time with them yet.
You can always come back tomorrow, but if you have anyone you want to train for tonight, we're open for a little while longer.
I suppose Cola's been trying to learn something. Sorry, Cola's my Shinx. Here. And I'll take Cola, and I will release him from the Pokeball.
Cola will release and start, licking his palms, and Dr. Kelpsy will be like, "Oh, it is a young little Shinx! Now, what is this young little cat trying to learn?"
Well, it's some sort of bite attack. I'm not exactly sure if it's necessarily a move per se, but it's not like when he bites me when he gets a little grumpy. It feels like it has more energy to it.
A little more ferocious? Or is it perhaps electrifying?
It feels aggressive. Not usually like him.
I understand. Have Cola strike out towards Cora. I want to see what this attack is. Do not worry about harming Cora. Cora is a rather hardy lady. She can take it. And Cora will simply say, "Yuta!"
Alright, Cola. Cola, use bite! That is an 8.
Cola kind of shakes his head, bares his fangs, lunges forward, and as he does that, Cora, palm out, grabs the young little cat by the scruff of his neck and holds him up. Just wiggles a finger and is like, "Ah, ah, ah," and then sets Cola back down on the ground, and Cola's just like, "What?" Dr. Kelpsy will be like, "Oh, interesting technique, Cola."
Jorah covers his mouth as to stifle a laugh. Right. I'm not exactly sure where this came from. I don't think it's a problem. I think he's just trying to expand his move pool.
Yes, I'm noticing he has a lot of energy behind this, but he's not directing it well. So here's what I'm going to have Cora do. Once again, I'm going to have Cora copycat the move, and I'm going to have to ask Cola to try and imitate the move. First, watch what Cora does, and he's going to lean into Cora's ear and do a little whisper a little bit. And then Cora is going to copycat the move, do a little backflip, and when Cora lands, Cora is going to scrunch up her face, jump forward, and just next to Cola is going to chomp down on the air next to him. And a gust of air just blows some of the dust off the field from the power. I want Cola to make a perception check.
All right. 17 for that perception check.
With a 17, Cola is watching very closely, and what Cola will notice is, despite having a lot of aggression and energy, Cora was purposeful in the direction. Her eyes were open the whole time, even as she was biting down. And so, I want Cola to attempt another bite attack in the direction of Cora.
Let's do this one last time. 17.
17. Cola this time will lunge forward with that same energy and actually grab on to Cora's left arm. And
Yeah.
I would like Cola to make an intelligence check with advantage.
Intelligence check with advantage. Alright, here we go. How does a 16 sound?
Go ahead and add a progress mark for bite. How many of those progress marks do you have?
So far, just one.
Okay, Cola is still learning. However, from now on, provided that you give Cola adequate instruction in training the bite attack, Cola will be able to roll the intelligence learning check with advantage.
Nice.
It is easier for Cola to learn now. And Dr.
Hmm.
Kelpsy will clap once again and praise the young cat and will say, "Good job, Cola. I can see that you are a fast learner. Picked up chorus technique very well, and you're already working past that nasty little habit of keeping your eyes squinted when you attack."
Jorah's gonna walk over and give Cola some scritches under his chin and pick him up. He's going to be quite the little devil.
Now, he'll turn towards you, Desmond. Are there any Pokemon you would like to train here with us?
Oh,
I have time
probably
for...
not tonight.
Should you come back sometime later this week, I will be here waiting.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you very-
night.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Doctor.
Have a good night, you all. Bye-bye, and he'll motion you out of the rite of learning and wave goodbye as he locks up for the night and turns out the lights. And with late night, probably 10 p.m. upon you all return to the free hostel services of the Pokemon Center. And though it is a crowded dormitory here at the Pokemon Center, you are able to rest soundly enough, and we will pick up next session with the first Violet City Gym Challenges.
Woo!
Oh, finally!
Desmond, Adrian, and Jorah have finally arrived in Violet City. After a night of food, battles, and training, they prepare for their first gym challenges in the morning to come. Find out next time how our trainers fare against Faulkner's fierce feathered friends. Hi everyone, this is Thief with another post-outro update for you all. That joke earlier in this session about us having a TikTok and whatnot? Well, that actually got us to set up a TikTok and an Instagram and YouTube Shorts in time for this episode. If you feel like supporting the podcast a little extra and helping us grow, feel free to follow us on any of the platforms of your choice. You can find all our links on our link tree, which is linktr.ee/Dexes, spelled capital DICES, capital DEXES. Thanks for listening, and we're super excited for you all to see how the Violet City arc goes.